didn't have to travel far today. Opening their doors this week, I headed to Vivify Hydration Lounge and Medispa in Batavia to meet with the owner, Michelle Maniace. It wasn't long ago Michelle asked me to meet with her to go over an idea she had and if I could help. Just a few months later, that idea has come to fruition. Keep watching to learn more.
So my healthcare journey began back in 1995. I was actually coming out of high school and I became a certified nursing assistant. From there, I went up the ladder. I worked as an LPN and then I achieved my RN BSN and I thought I was done. I was working in the emergency room at that point and I had this burning desire to go back to school and I was trying to ignore it. And I decided to give it one last try after having all of my children. And I went back and achieved my family nurse practitioner from St. John Fisher. And from that point, I ended up working at corporate health at United Memorial, and then eventually got into urgent cares. Most recently, I was doing home care management. Healthcare has changed greatly over the last couple years. I've had this desire to open my own practice for a long time, just really trying to figure out what area I wanted to focus on. I love educating patients in an urgent care setting. I didn't really have as much time as I like to do that. So I thought, well, what would be a better way that I can capture patients is have them to come to my own practice. Over the years, I realized I have a passion for functional medicine. My beliefs seem to align more with that path, alternative medicine, still using medication and treatments that are necessary, but what else do we have that we can fix our bodies? Well, finding the root cause, using natural supplements that have been ignored for a long time, utilizing vitamins, nutrients, amino acids, proteins that are all a part of our body, replenishing them to make our bodies function appropriately. So I decided that I was going to take the leap and start my own practice. IV hydration is the process of administering amino acids, nutrients, vitamins all through your bloodstream. The reason why this is such a big deal is because your body, your cells are absorbing 100% of the nutrient that's being into your veins. IV therapy is effective because we bypass the digestive system. The digestive system typically takes a considerable amount of percentage of those vitamins, and you're not absorbing them. So putting the vitamins directly into your bloodstream, it's 100% absorption before you walk out the door even. Most people have an issue absorbing vitamins, especially into the small intestine, bariatric patients as well. So this is a huge benefit, not only just for regular hydration, but to replenish what your body is lacking. You can take oral supplements every day. You can buy the best that there is on the market, but studies have shown that your body will only take about 20 to 40% of the oral vitamins. So clearly, IV hydration, using vitamins and nutrients to supply our body's needs are most beneficial. So IV hydration is not just spa related. There are multiple uses. So first, for hydration, just using our bags, our normal saline bags, just to use it for replenishment. Typically, if you have the flu, stomach bug, to replace those electrolytes in there. Typically, patients would come into the urgent care, and that's what we would do, is replace their fluids, and they would feel like $1 million walking out the door with just one bag of fluids. But what else can you use it for? A popular one is the hangover cure. You can come in and have a hangover from the night before. We typically call it our bag is called the hangover recovery. But in the ER, they would be banana bags because they're yellow and they're filled with vitamins, packed with everything that the alcohol depleted you of. Also, while you're here, we have the ability to give you a dose of Zofran, which helps with anti-nausea, a dose of Toradol for your headache. And then when you're done with the infusion, you feel wonderful. IV infusions are also great for mental clarity, if you have brain fog, metabolism booster, patients who suffer from autoimmune issues. Some of the infusions can knock down their inflammation, supply different nutrients to help their body function more evenly. Our bariatric patients who suffer from vitamin absorption, they would benefit from the IV infusions, but even more so some of our injections. We have B12 injections. We also offer the vitamin D injections too. We have infusions that help with rejuvenation, your energy levels. We have a biotin infusion that helps your hair, skin, and nails, anti-aging. One of our bigger infusions is called the NAD+. That is an internal anti-aging. It's also used for addiction. It's also used for severe autoimmune issues. It's a big infusion. There is a lot of research out there right now about this infusion and the different benefits. That infusion takes a little bit longer. It's about 1.5 to 3 hours. It's closely monitored. And that's something that we would require your specialist doctor to take a look at before we even proceed with it. The Dr. Myers infusion is very popular. Dr. Myers designed this infusion many years ago, and it's a combination of 7 to 9 nutrients that your body should have in you already, but depleted over age and alcohol, medication use. So we put all that back in you. It helps with digestive issues, it helps with inflammation, it helps with anti-aging, mental clarity. We also have an infusion for migraines, which is wonderful. There's some magnesium in there, which we know is beneficial for migraines. We have the ability to also add that Toradol and Zofran on. You can use it as a maintenance infusion, or you can call us when you have an onset of a migraine and your abortive medications are not working. We can squeeze you in and get you an infusion. The ideal candidate for IV hydration, well, that can be multiple patients. Really, it depends on what your condition is. I feel that people who would benefit most are people with chronic conditions, autoimmune issues, even cancers, actually. There's a lot of studies showing how just vitamin C alone is helpful through their chemotherapy process, through the radiation process, that they're able to tolerate therapies better. But even cancer prevention, vitamin C is helpful for, and some of the other nutrients that we're able to infuse into you. Infusions are also used for our athletes. We can do pre-infusions, pre-workout infusions. If you know you have a big event coming up, we can set aside some time to do an infusion maybe the day before, get those muscles ready to perform. It increases your endurance using all of your body's natural resources, just bumping them up a little bit more. And then you can do a post-infusion to replenish everything that was depleted out of those muscles and organs and have you feeling better in no time. Your recovery time would be certainly way less, and you could be back working out at the gym again and not feeling so sore and exhausted. IV infusion is also helpful for our for aesthetic purposes. We have our shimmer infusion, which is biotin based. That is hair, skin, and nails. Glutathione, which is wonderful. It's actually an injection that we put into the IV towards the end of the infusion. It's known to detox the liver. That is its biggest function, but it also helps increase the glow of your skin. It works on that oxidative process in your body, anti-aging. So it has many properties, and we can add that to the biotin infusion too. So you could take biotin orally, but your body does not absorb biotin orally very well. So putting it through the IV, you should notice significant changes in your skin, glow, decreased acne, hair growth, nail growth. So it's very beneficial for that as well. So many uses, not just medical, not just dehydration. Right, so my favorite local restaurant to eat at when we get a chance to go out to eat is Bourbon and Burger. Since they have been open, it's a consistent burger every time, and I am so original. I get the Empire State Burger, I think it is, every time with my basil and mozzarella cheese on it. Sweet potato fries with a side of honey. I think they know when I'm coming, but that is my go-to place when we go out to eat.